he sold drugs to an undercover FBI agent. Jason Heath, Executive Director of Jail Guitar Doors. You might think it's an odd name, but Jail Guitar Doors is the name of an old Clash B-side that was written about our founder, Wayne Kramer, who did 4 years in a federal prison for creative capitalism back in the 80s. He sold drugs to an undercover FBI agent. And while he was incarcerated, music saved his life. You know, he teamed up with Red Rodney, who is John Coltrane's band leader, and he always wanted to do something to give back. Guys from the Clash started an organization called Jail Guitar Doors. So we started going around to prisons and doing concerts, leaving instruments behind. It was all well and good, but we knew that the medicine in what we did, the part that kept us relatively sane over the years, was the songwriting, the connecting to other people and collaborating. So we started going down to Men's Central Jail, do that every Tuesday night. We sort of came up with this system where we get 25 guys in like 5 little bands, put them in different corners, pick a topic: struggle, family, love, freedom. So folks that were much smarter than us, Dr. Larry Brewster from San Francisco University, heard about us, was doing some studies on lowering recidivism rates, and specifically the effect of arts and music programming on that. He put us in some studies, and then Kylie Schilling for Arts Incarcerated Network came down, saw what we did, said, you got to bring this to the youth. And our North Star has always been, where's the need? And we kept hearing the same thing from the youth, like, this is great, but what about when I get out? We built a state-of-the-art studio and a film editing lab and a podcast studio in West Hollywood. These guys would show up that were sleeping in their cars or on couches because they were trying to stay out the way. So like a young man would come in and be doing an internship, and he'd have a black eye, and we'd say, hey, what happened? And they said, well, the ops got me. He comes back next week and his jaw's swollen out. What happened this time? Well, my own set got me. So we started thinking, you know, we're going to have to get into the housing game, because if we don't give them jobs and give them housing, they're going to reoffend. The system is set up to put them back in. And so we kept telling everybody that would listen, housing, housing, housing. And then we got the grant for our housing. And now we've got a full Department of Labor approved hybrid apprenticeships in audio engineering, digital filmmaking, and when the youth step down out of the facility, they come to our house with an apprenticeship that starts at $22.50 an hour. And we just signed the ink is still wet on the contract with probation and Department of Arts and Culture to have a program inside that will pay the youth in the last year of their incarceration. So they'll have a big check waiting for them when they get out.